Welcome to the Garlic Boys podcast, where we treat friendship like a good recipe treats garlic. You can never have too much of it. We're your hosts. I'm Connor O'Connor.
And I'm Matthew Haux. Man, that feels weird.
I don't like that, actually.
That sucked.
That was disturbing.
That was gross. I don't think I've ever... I've done my name before. But it was because I couldn't think of a name quick enough. That was like, I just wanted to say my name. Like, I didn't want to...
Stern and professional.
That was rough. That was real gross.
Dang. That's not going to be like a thing you start doing now, is it? Like...
saying my real name on this podcast?
Yeah, I don't know if I want you to do that.
Good Lord, I hope not. Hey, hold on. It's hot.
Oh, that's what... Okay, I'm sitting here trying to figure out, like, what's hot?
Just give me a minute, man.
Do it already.
Okay. Screw not having central air. It's not fair. Rich people piss me off.
Our house keeps in cold air pretty well, though.
That's good.
Like, it's what, 85 degrees outside? 81.
Ugh.
And it feels really good in here.
That's good. That's
like,
good.
You know how hot I get, and I'm not hot wearing this hoodie right now.
Well, I'm great everywhere else in the house. This room just has no air circulation. Like, I have the fan running, but the AC doesn't get into this room very well. I used to have a fan at the doorway to blow air in, but I don't know, it just doesn't do very great.
The biggest thing that I've switched up lately is I don't sleep with my bedroom door closed anymore.
Oh, okay.
Because I have a fan that blows across me, and then it helps circulate the air.
Right.
Because all the hot air would just stay in my room.
Right. Not only are you a heavy sleeper, but you're also just completely opening the door, metaphorically and physically, for a murderer to just come in and kill you. It's great, isn't it?
If a murderer somehow got into my house in the middle of the night and wanted to try and get in, like, at that point, they're already in the house.
Right, but at least you can grab the sword you have by your bed and kill them before they kill you.
I don't have a sword by my bed.
Okay, well, there's your second mistake.
What I do have is the fact that I sleep in underwear, and I'm 425 pounds. And so if that comes running at you and you're trying to break into a house, it's a little intimidating.
Fair. I don't have that luxury.
You could.
If that's what you call it. I don't have
if you put a little bit of effort in, I think you could. That's the problem with your generation, is you don't work hard enough at what you want. This didn't just happen. I had to put effort in.
Right. I have 2 swords by my bed. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's coming at me. My bedroom door is like 2 feet from my bed. So the chances of them getting a shot off before I get my sword out and stab them to death, very slim. I'm also an insanely light sleeper, so I'd probably hear them as they're turning the doorknob. So good luck, killers.
Hey, real quick, how do I use the portal guy to move?
You just click on him and you drag him to someone who's the same shape.
Ah, okay.
And he swaps with him. He's stunned for a minute or two, but it's, or not a minute or two. It's like 2 seconds.
Right, but
he's stunned for maybe 5-10 seconds, and then he's back up. But that's how you do it.
So do you use both swords yourself, or do you like throw one to me? Like,
so one,
you get the left, I get the right. You throw her the sword and charge.
One is a very dull machete, which really, I mean, it has killing power. If I really wanted to, I could definitely skewer somebody with that.
Listen, or hitting somebody with a dull machete is still going to do some damage, even if it's not flashing.
Yeah, still going to hurt a lot. The other one is an insanely sharp sword that I got at a Ren fair, and it's pretty sturdy. It's not like a replica sword, like it's an actual sword from one of the blacksmith shops there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Mia is not a fan that I have swords there. I also have a knife tucked in between my bed frame and my mattress. It's a pretty decent, it's like one of those whatchamacallit steel You know, like with the swirly
Damascus.
Damascus. I couldn't remember that. Damascus steel blades, insanely sharp as well.
I don't know if we've talked about this, but a new thing that I've been watching on TikTok a lot lately is this guy that does coin searches for like Australian coins
Okay.
and like extra bits of metal, like deformities in the coins, basically, and stuff like that. And he looks through rolls of quarters, or not quarters, but like different decimals of coins for like rare ones, specific ones, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm never gonna need to know the knowledge. Like the fact that I know that the 2015 $1 coins sometimes there's a missing leg on one of the kangaroos on the back of it is never going to help me in any sense unless it's a question and I'm on Jeopardy one day.
Right. Right.
But I watch every single time it comes up. It's just one of those. I guess it's like an ASMR thing. I don't know. It's something that I just really enjoy watching. Anyways, he uses a Damascus steel blade, sort of like peeler that his brother made him to open up the rolls of quarters. And it's the one thing I have a problem with these videos, because why do you need to have that?
To look cool.
It's not hard to open up a roll of quarters. It's my point.
You've never opened up a roll of quarters when it's peak rush hour at Sheetz and you're the only cashier up front and you need a roll of quarters to be opened and it just does not open.
I feel like that's just you not being a good employee.
Okay. It has nothing to do with my ability as an employee. It has to do with the strength of the freaking paper that they use.
Right, but he's not in a rush. Like he could just restart the video.
Fair enough. You know what I find crazy about the sentences you just said? 15 years ago, that sentence would have never come out of your mouth. Ever. Not in a million years would you have thought that you would be able to watch a guy from freaking Australia halfway across the world just do that. Like, it's stupid and you'll never need that knowledge. But like 15 years, it's not like we wouldn't have been able to do this. Like it's not like
I don't think Skype was a thing yet. Video calls, I think, were still like in the infancy. I might have been able to watch it if it was like on YouTube, but like
even YouTube was in its infancy then. Like YouTube was
it was going for a few years at that point. 15 years ago, Matt, was like 2011. No, I'm wrong. I'm thinking of 5 years ago.
15 years ago, we would have been about 10 years old.
Yeah. 15 years. So it's 2009, 2010.
Yeah. Yeah.
So YouTube started in 2006.
Yeah, so a couple years old. I get that. Okay, 20 years ago. It doesn't matter, but the fact that in just our generation's lifespan, we have gone from almost nothing, technologically speaking, to every household and every person has a mega computer in their hand.
Yeah.
How is that not astonishing to you?
Well, boomer, I grew up in a generation where the technology was always there, so I'm not confused by it.
I'm not confused by it, but we are living in a time that 50 years ago, they didn't even think we would be. You know what I mean? Like, we have accelerated so insanely quickly, and we're still not even to the point where people thought we would be.
I think it's relative because there's different things that you can look at to see the difference between when the fastest vehicles were. So in between, like when the steam engine was created and the automobile created was about 150 years. For that, like it was just chariots and horses and things like that, and that was a few hundred years. And then between the invention of the steam engine and the invention of the plane was only about 100 years. or between the automobile and the airplane was less than 100 years. And then from the airplane to a rocket ship successfully landing on the moon was only 66 years.
Right.
And so, like, technology has been progressively getting more and more advanced and, like, escalating at a rate ever since the Industrial Revolution, to the point now that, like, cell phones were created in the mid to late 80s, I think, and were just like horrifically bulky, weren't able to do anything except make a phone call, and like were just, even at that, not easy to carry, to the point where I had a flip phone when I was 10 and it could go onto the internet. Like it just, to me, it's been progressing at a rate that like kind of made sense for me going because of how things have been going. If you just look back at history,
I don't know. I mean, like, if we continue this rate, like, honestly, right now, I feel we're at somewhat of a standstill. I don't want to say a standstill because, like, technology is still developing. Like, they're able to create different engines and different power sources. They're able to create better batteries. They're able to create. I know we're not at a standstill, scientifically speaking, but it feels like we had this rush of insanity in the last 20 years, where it's just thing after thing after thing after thing, and either we're gonna plateau and just have nothing for a decade, like we've used all of our intelligence up in the span of 20 years, and we'll have nothing for the next 20 years, the rest of the, I don't know how long, 50, 60 years that it was taking other things, or we're going to be in different solar systems, manned ships in different solar systems, like tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane to think about how far we still have to go, but how far we've already come in 20 years. Like, does that make sense? Is what I'm saying making sense?
yeah, and I get that. I think the way to think about it is like with the idea of the space race, we were so focused on being able to reach out and go to the great unknown, the great beyond, the last frontier, all of those things. And then with that, we started dreaming of what the future could be. So you got a whole bunch of science fiction ideas of spaceships and lightsabers, photon rays, even the idea of video chatting, which is how you and I are recording right now, we see as some futuristic idea from Star Trek in the 1960s.
Yeah.
All of these things, though, were things that went, okay, well, there is an idea. Why don't we do our best to try and reach it? And I think it's that we had like a list of like, oh, we got to reach these things. And we've started crossing off a lot of those things. And not to say that a new list isn't coming, but it's like, wow, we've already achieved so much. Why don't we focus on improving what we have and not innovating new things? And so that's why you're getting faster smartphones, faster laptops, better optics, the switch, like the OLED screens and things like that. Video games are better than they've ever been, and graphics are developing, and with that, like, people are expecting a higher standard. So like when you don't get that, people are like, this is crap. Why? It's 2024. You should be able to make a game better than this and things like that. But like, you got to think about the video game industry has only been around for maybe 40 years.
Yeah.
50 at most. There are industries way longer than that still like fall short in things. And like, there are things that affect it with like consumerism and capitalism and things like that. But like my point here is like we were always like shooting towards the stars, but now we're looking inward, looking how we can improve what we have. And then once we feel like we've improved it, then that will breed, oh, that leads us to figure this thing out, which now allows us to do that. I mean, if you think about it, they've done that with trains. Steam engines used to be the fastest way to commute, and now bullet trains can get you across the entire country of Japan in 16 hours when that used to be days.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess my biggest question, when will the billionaires launch to Mars and start a colony there? Like you could just take them all. Like I think all of them should go and leave us here with a little bit of money and a lot of perseverance. You know what? Let's stop talking about this crazy stuff. I wanna put you through a little bit of a game, which might I add is a teaser to for you and the listeners to my next quiz for the Clever Boy Quiz, the show, which you can find like this one anywhere you get your podcasts.
Before we go on, I just wanted to ask: is there anything you want to say to me? Well, this episode is going out on Sunday.
Oh shoot! It's your birthday, isn't it? Listen, I think about the here and now. Okay, maybe not based on the past, like the recent conversation we just had, but I think about the here and now. All right. I didn't realize it was going to be your birthday. Is it like your birthday on Sunday?
The 28th is when this episode is live.
Okay. See, I knew when your birthday was. I just didn't realize Sunday was the 28th. That's amazing. Happy birthday, everybody here, listeners. And I want to hear on Sunday, I want to hear a rapturous music, raucous applause, and rapturous music from my house here. I want to hear it all over the world. Okay. I want to hear you sing happy birthday. Every single one of you. Every single one of you, millions and trillions of listeners. I want to hear happy birthday to Connor.
We want to hear all the raucous celebration. And don't go blaming it all on the Olympics just because that happens to be happening at the same time.
Yeah.
The world's not cheering for them. They're cheering for me.
Okay. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready, listener? Are you ready? On when I say 1, that's when we do it. Okay. It's not 3, 2, 1. That no, it's 3, 2, that. Okay. You understand? You understand? Okay. 3, 2. I don't think you're understanding me. Okay. Because everybody always goes on 1 and then they go 3, 2, 1 and then say the thing, you know? No. Don't even give me a chance to say 1. I want to hear it immediately. Okay? Go outside. Get ready. All right. 3, 2. Happy birthday! Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you, Matt.
Okay, so I want to give you a 5-question sneak peek of my new game. This is from the What Do You Meme game, Jokes on Who. Jokes on Who. I don't know how old this game is. I'm pretty sure it's pretty new because I haven't seen it before. But I'm going to give you 5 clues. The character will either be from the past, a real past person, a character, a fictional, not real person, or a present-ish person. Okay. I'm going to give you 5 clues, and by the 5th clue, at least I need an answer. Typically in the game, the sooner you get the answer, the more points you get, but we're not really playing for points. All right, we're just going to play to see if you can get the character. We will play for points whenever I give the quiz.
Right.
And that'll have to be based on the honor system because there's no way I can verify that everyone wrote it on whichever round they wrote it on. I'm going to start with a past person, okay? Clue number 1. I like turtles.
Is that the zombie kid?
The who?
The I like turtles kid had his face painted like a zombie.
Oh, okay. No, it is not. Would you like clue number 2?
Can I guess multiple times on the first clue?
Tactically, no, by the rules of the game. So I was gonna say number 2, vacationing in the Galapagos. #
Charles Darwin.
island life. You didn't let me finish the clue. It is, in fact, Charles Darwin, as you can see. Charles Darwin. Some of the other ones. Number 3, I wasn't always an evolutionist. I slowly became one over time. But I'm crashed. Number 4, some of y'all are lucky natural selection hasn't gotten your asses. And number 5, I only bang hot chicks. Call that selective breeding.
Do you know he studied the genital size relative to animals, and he's the reason that we know barnacles have the biggest genitals?
No, I did not know that. That is very interesting, Connor. Thank you for that info.
Relative to the size of their bodies, barnacles are like 95% genital.
Right. That's insane. Why do they need that much? Why do they need that much?
I know, like
Number 2 is a character. Number 1. Although I'm not a sex symbol, middle-aged women are obsessed with
wine.
It's a character. Is wine a character?
In Sex of the City, it is.
No, it is not wine. Number 2. Dang, can we get a hat design that lets these mother freaking ears of mine breathe?
Design. Middle-aged women are obsessed with him. A hat design to let the ears breathe. Chris Evans. Captain America.
No.
Because with the helmet on, his ears look super dorky in that first movie.
Number 3, girls on birth control are kind of like my clubhouse. Come inside. It's fun inside. This game is not for children, for the record.
It's Mickey Mouse.
There you go. It's Mickey Mouse. Number 4 was took my best friend for a walk today. Guess I was in a silly, goofy mood. And number 5 was told my girl I wanted to take her on a date to mini golf. Hot diggity dog.
Hot dog.
All right. This one is a present-ish character. Present-ish person. Real person.
Present-ish?
Present-ish. So I think they say that because when they released the game, someone could have died after the release of the game, and so they say present-ish because past usually indicates death. It's a little confusing. Number 1, I lost a bet and had to be in a rom-com, and thus the holiday was born.
Jack Black.
Dang. Nailed it. Number 2, I can't relate to Timothy Chalamet. We both love peaches, 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 peaches. Number 3.
Wait, hold on. Do you get that reference?
Yes. No, not the Timothy Chalamet one.
But Call Me by Your Name, he has sex with a peach and then like makes peaches and cream.
Wow. Okay.
And then Army Hammer's character eats it.
Okay, number 3. Thanks to me, those kids never learned how to do long division, but they did learn how to play a killer rock show. Number 4, I never pay for my nachos. They're always Libre. And number 5, named my tan Tenacious D. Name my band Tenacious D. I don't know what it means either, but it sounds sick. That one was a little easier and not as funny as the other ones.
Did you select these like personally?
Yes.
Or did you just grab random ones?
I selected these people personally.
Only reason I'm asking is you looked disappointed that I got the one that had a movie as the first clue so quickly.
Yeah. Well, there are some clues on the cards themselves, like how things are spelled, how things are. So there's some clues on the cards themselves, and I was hoping you would hear the holiday, like not the movie, but like the holiday, like the time of year. Doesn't matter. Number 1, hello America, or should I say aloha?
What's the category?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is a present-ish person.
Hello America, or should I say Hawaii?
Or should I say aloha?
Should I say hello? Oh, Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Incorrect. I'll give you a second one. Me putting on proactive at the end of the night. Let me be clear.
It's only the most famous Irishman that's ever lived, Barack Obama.
Irishman?
Oh yeah, people have Irish people have claimed Obama as Irish because of like O'Connor, O'Malley, Obama.
Okay. Oh, that's amazing. Number 3, looking for my birth certificate. LMAO, JK, screw all of you. Number 4, my running mate was so old and slow, he was really more of a walking mate. And number 5, man, I hope I have enough. Man, I hope I have enough change for the arcade. And hope and change were capitalized. It's because he was big on hope and change. All right, this is the last one. This is the last one. It is a past person. That's in Ireland.
This is in Ireland.
That's incredible. Did you just leave the meeting? I think it says it's still recording, so hopefully. Hold on, I might have to let him back in. I don't, because he doesn't have the. I don't know how to let him back in. Is there a way I can invite people? No, there's not. Sorry, buddy. You're kind of a dumbass. Code, please. All right, I got this. I think Google Meets needs to allow the non-creator, or maybe like a co-creator of the meeting, so that you can invite other people if you're not the sole creator. Does that make sense? So Connor is the sole creator. I am the invitee. I get invited to it, and I had to go in. So Google Meets needs to add a collaboration. Hey, buddy. Hi.
I don't know what happened.
You're a dumbass. That's what happened.
I thought I was on the screen that had the Obama's statues on it.
Yeah.
But I was on the main screen. Hi, where was it? And whenever I use my mouse pad to go like across like that on the web pages, it goes back to a previous page.
Okay.
And so it just fully popped me out of the call.
Nice. That's wild. Are you ready for the last card?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's a past person. Number 1. Yes, this is my body. No edits, no work done. Just hashtag blessed.
The Protruvian man?
The who?
The guy that Da Vinci drew to be like the ideal man.
Oh, no.
No, I know who it is now. You're an idiot. I hate you.
Can I read the rest of them and you can give me your answer at the end?
Yeah.
And you can confirm. Number 2, that CrossFit class was crazy. I literally died. Number 3, it's no big deal, but yeah, my biography is the best-selling book of all time. It's long as shit too, because my life was really cool. Number 4, wine prices these days must be crazy. Luckily, everywhere is a BYOB when you're with me, winky face. And number 5, FYI, if you go out for supper with your boys and one of them keeps referring to it as your last, something's up. Connor, please tell the listeners, who is it?
It's Obama again.
Yeah, they did Barack Obama twice. No, who is it?
That was our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
That was our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I'm going to have fun with that game. I'm going to have a lot of fun with that game.
Hey, can we do more of those? I'm enjoying this.
Sure. Do you want it to be random or do you want me to pick?
You just pull one, yeah.
Okay, all right. I like that. I like that a lot. Ah! Sorry, lost a marker. Marker!
So you picked all of those specifically to show to me. So you assume that I like Charles Darwin,
Yeah.
Obama, Mickey Mouse, Jack Black, and Jesus.
Yeah.
Those are like my top 5 in your opinion.
No, I didn't go through every single card. I went through like the past maybe 30 that Mia and I played. Man, Taco Bell looks really good right now. All right, I'm sorry. This one's a good one. All right, this is a present-ish person. Number 1, from an island, but you would never guess that. I need to read better. From an island, but you would never guess that with my nearly translucent skin.
Edward Cullen.
No.
Can I change it to Robert Pattinson because that's what I meant?
You definitely can, but it's still incorrect.
Okay.
Number 2. Okay, either you're gonna have to bleep this out, or people are gonna have to understand that I'm gonna swear for these cards. Number 2, my dick is so famous it inspired a new internet slang term.
What?
My dick is so famous it inspired a new internet slang term.
I'm from an island, but I'm so pale that my skin is almost translucent. And I started a new internet slang word. And it's a present person?
It is a present-ish person, yeah.
I don't even.
That's okay. I can go to the
Is it Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
No. You're gonna feel so dumb. Number 3, just broke up with my girl. Now I gotta call my tattoo guy to do another cover-up. These clues are actually kind of difficult. Like, I know who it is, so it's not difficult for me, but they're actually a little difficult.
From an island, bunch of tattoos, giant hog. Is the term hog? Is that what it started?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what the term.
I don't know. This is a real person.
Can I say this on this show? This is a real person, yes.
Oh boy, I've got nothing, man.
Okay, I'll give you number 4. Someone help me. I'm drowning in pussy and I'm running out of extremely attractive women to date.
Oh, is it Leonardo DiCaprio?
No. Oh, there was a Leo DiCaprio one, though.
What the heck?
The Leonardo DiCaprio definitely capitalized on the younger woman thing, and it was hilarious.
Give me the last one.
About the only thing me and finance bros have in common is that we're both working late every Saturday night.
I don't know this one.
Every Saturday night. What comes out every Saturday night?
Oh, Saturday Night Live.
Okay. All right.
Comes from an island and is on Saturday Night Live.
Drowning women. Very attractive women.
Colin Jost?
It's okay. It's Pete Davidson.
What slang term did he come up with?
Technically, it just says it inspired a new internet slang term, but I don't know what the slang term is. Here, let's look it up. Slang term. Okay. Slang term for Pete Davidson. I definitely shouldn't write that out. I don't know. Oh, maybe.
Oh. Kanye West called him Skeet instead of Pete.
Oh, so maybe, yeah, there you go. Sure.
He's from Staten Island.
Mm.
Boy, I did not do well on that one at all.
That's okay. I really thought you would have gotten it. Okay, number 1. Retire, as in stop making money, doesn't sound like me.
Pause. Past, present, or character.
Oh, yeah, pass.
JP Morgan.
So close. Like, insanely close.
Matt, tell me who JP Morgan was.
He's like a... Number 2, I always say never fall in love with your co-stars. Well, Ryan Reynolds learned that one the hard way with me.
Blake Lively.
Nope, this is past. Keep that in mind. It is a past person.
Okay. They do her like that?
Number 3, the real reason I died just days before my 100th birthday was to gag People magazine, which had already printed their cover story about me turning 100.
Betty White.
It was, in fact, Betty White. Number 4 was I don't have any kids myself, but I'm America's grandma. And number 5, I was on the show called Golden Girls, which is also what I call all my Emmys. I love Betty White so much, and the world is worse off without her here.
I remember we were together when we found out she died.
Next one is a past person.
Okay. Wow, this is a relatively recent game then, because she died 2022 into 2023, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, like it's pretty recent. I haven't seen this one before. We were at Walmart and it sounded like a lot of fun.
Clearly, I'm having a blast.
Number 1, don't be jealous that I built my career so fast. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Caesar.
There were two of them.
Augustus.
Number 2, because I created a calendar, people say I think the world revolves around me. I don't. I just think time and space does.
Julius Caesar.
Correct. It was Julius Caesar. Number 3, wanted to hook up with my girl tonight, but she's on her pyramid. Number 4, my coworkers wanted to be me badly that one day they figured they'd take a stab at it. Okay, but what?
The Cleopatra one is not clarifying either, because she also hooked up with Augustus.
Well, the 4th one, take a stab at it, is a little clarifying. And number 5, after building one of the greatest armies this world has ever seen, you would think my reputation would be more than just a salad. Don't forget the pizza shop.
Do you know the meme? It's like Judas.
Yeah.
Brutus.
This is a present-ish person.
I don't like that you went when you saw who it was.
Because the first
man fully was aghast. For the listeners at home.
Number 1. Ugh, I hate inflation.
Me? Bernie Sanders.
No.
Number
2. Recently single, looking for someone to live up to my ex. She was a supermodel, by the way. This is so good.
Joe Manganiello.
Nope. Number 3. I'm scared for my son to reach puberty and not want to kiss me on the lips anymore.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. Number 4 was I'm like a broken game machine the way I'm giving you quarterback. And number 4, three more Super Bowl rings and I'll have one for each finger. Did I count right?
Yes.
Well, it's at the card. Oh, okay. All right. This is a good one. This is a past person. Number 1. A nude on this site will get thousands of likes, but how many likes can I get for hashtag gender equality and hashtag women's rights?
Susan B. Anthony.
No. Number 2, my favorite Taco Bell menu item is the Crunchwrap Supreme.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
It was Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Is it worse if I look directly into the camera as we do this?
Insanely worse. I hate this. You know what's weird? Is you started the podcast like originally looking directly into the camera. I mean, not directly into the camera, looking at the screen. And now it's so weird to have you facing my direction. I would appreciate if you didn't.
This is the preferred angle of me now.
Yes, I like your side profile.
What if I do this?
The half profile?
Yeah,
no,
this is halfway.
Number 3, like many of you who work from home, I went to work in my robe. Number 4, the U.S. government is not your Tinder date. They should not be all up in your, And number 5, the more Chambers. That's good. Actually, that's really good. The more right they add to the Supreme Court, the more you get taken away. Hashtag sorry.
Is it a bad person?
No. There it seems. Oh, here we go. Number 1. This is a present-ish person. Numero uno. Did someone say they need an attractive woman to act in a rom-com opposite someone so out of its... I need to restart this. Did someone say they need an attractive woman to act in a rom-com opposite someone so out of his league it's funny? Because I've already memorized my lines.
Adam Sandler.
No. Number 2. I have to give hairdressers a heads up every time I do something new since they have to be prepared for every woman in America to want it.
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston is correct. When you said Adam Sandler, I was like, you are so insanely adjacent that it's insane.
She did, I think, 3 movies with him as the love interest.
Yeah. 2 of them were a sequel.
Murder Mystery. And Murder Mysteries 1 and 2 and Just Go With It.
Okay. Yeah.
He's done 3 movies with Drew Barrymore.
None with his wife, though. Come on, Adam.
Well, his wife is in almost every movie
but not love interest in it.
Right.
Number 3 was, am I getting ugly? 1. Only one magazine put me on their most beautiful woman list this week. Number 4, I'm usually okay with horror films, but Mr. and Mrs. Smith was a little too much for me. And number 5, people are always recognizing me in the street. Chances are we haven't met before, but they probably know me through friends.
Do you know the reference to Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
I do not.
She used to be married to Brad Pitt. And the movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith is where he and Angelina Jolie met each other and started their relationship.
Correctamundo.
Which, like, watching that movie, you're like, oh, this is insane chemistry. Like, you know how Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga were at the Oscars a few years ago, and people are like, these two have to be doing it. Like, there's no way that they're just co-stars, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Okay. This one is a pass.
I gotta tell you, I hate when you do that. When you just fully compartmentalize. Like, you were fully in with what I just said, but then you fully just shut down because you want to move on to something else. And I know that's how your brain has to work. But the needy part of me is just like, well, he hated that.
I promise I didn't.
I know that after years of being friends with you, but there's still a part of my brain that goes, wow.
I don't
you just moved on so quickly from what you said.
I don't know how to unawkwardly transition. Like, I'm really bad at transitions, and
I know.
Honestly,
just saying.
Okay, number 1. They call me Dora because I be exploring.
Christopher Columbus.
Gosh darn it, Connor. Number 2 was just heard they named a town in Ohio after me. Ha ha ha, cute. Number 3, I'm the guy who brings the good vibes and the infectious diseases to the party. Number 4, not to brag, but my ships are basically the 1492 version of a super yacht. And number 5, is that a continent with an already established civilization inhabiting it? Sure would be a shame if someone were to discover it. Good stuff. To find a good one. Who the heck is that? Oh, here we go. This is a past person. Being a part of the Renaissance used to mean something. Now it's just the name of another Beyonce album.
Renaissance.
Yes, I did say Renaissance. Good job, buddy.
Sorry, no, can you say it again? I was reading because Kennywood shut down the racers after it was revealed that it's being held up by cinder blocks.
What?
Yeah, there's a photo of like part of the supports is just being held up by cinder blocks. And so I needed to make sure it wasn't the Thunderbolt and that like I almost died last week. But what were you saying?
Hold on. I love the racers.
Yeah, they're probably fixing it. They just have to shut it down for a little bit.
Oh, okay. It sounded like they were like getting rid of it. Number 1, being a part of the Renaissance used to mean something. Now it's just the name of another Beyonce album.
Leonardo DiCaprio. No, Leonardo da Vinci. Da Vinci. I said Da Vinci.
Man, I was about to slap you across your dumb face.
I said Da Vinci. You can't prove it otherwise.
I'll just edit it out later. You were correct. It is Leonardo da Vinci. Number 2 was I'm not gay. I just like painting and drawing the male body and hanging out with all my male friends who also don't have girlfriends. Number 3, wow, it's smaller than I imagined. Said by people who see the most famous work of art hanging in the Louvre, and also when they see my dick. Number 4, girl code, guy code. You know, I've got a code of my own. And number 5, when she's with you, she's just Lisa. I'm the one who makes her Mona. Oh, this is such a good. Okay, all right. You ready?
Yep.
This is a present-ish person.
Present-ish, got it.
Number 1. Never understood those people who forget to eat. I forget to eat and the Food Network goes black. I assume black means that they don't have any shows left. Like they're done.
I forget to Guy Fieri?
Yeah, it's Guy Fieri. Number 2, just the tips? Nah, I frost the whole head. Number 3, I'm a fashion icon because my fits are always fire flames. Number 4, my show is so popular because it's the only one on TV with triple Ds. Or sorry, to show triple Ds. And number 5, just won re-election as mayor of Flavortown.
That was great.
Okay, this is a present-ish person. All right. Number 1. COVID may have ruined some people's careers, but it jump-started mine.
COVID might have. Dr. Fauci.
No.
Ah.
Number 2. My favorite movie was We Bought a Zoo because it's so relatable.
The Tiger King.
Joe Exotic.
The Joe Exotic, yeah.
King. Number 3. I love ice cream unless it's from Baskin Robbins. I'm okay with the Robbins, but I can't stand a Baskin. Number 4. If you're a fan of Lion King, just wait until you see my show. And number 5, life ain't easy behind bars. Now I know how my Tigers felt. Number 1, this is a present-ish person. Number 1, staying home tonight and playing WoW. W-O, like World of Warcraft.
Yeah, famous World of Warcraft player. Henry Cavill does Warm Hammer 40K. World of Warcraft, though. I know there's a celebrity that's like super well known for playing World of Warcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Henry Cavill?
It is not.
Okay, bet it's Vin Diesel.
Number 2, I love working with my brother. He always wows me.
I love working with my brother. He always wows. So the Russo brothers, Joe and Anthony?
Nope. Number 3, wow, okay, y'all need to stop telling me to get my nose fixed. It's fine. Leave me alone.
Ridiculous. This one sucks. There's nothing here.
You're gonna hate yourself so much. if you don't get it by the 4th one, you'll 100% get it by the 5th.
Saturday night, I'm going to stay in and play WoW. I hate working. I hate working with my brother. Or I like working.
I love working with my brother. He always wows me.
Love working with my brother. I stay in on Saturday night. Okay, is that another reference to Saturday Night Live?
No.
Joe Manganiello?
Nope. Number 4, have you ever been in Paris at midnight? I mean, wow.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much. Owen Wilson.
Yes. And number 5, I chose ka-chow as my car's catchphrase because of its similarity to my real life catchphrase. Wow.
Ciao. Wow. What's the Saturday night one?
I
think
played wow. Wow.
Is it just
It's
to
just
keep
the
saying
wow.
They're just finding ways to say wow over
They
and
put
over.
wow in every single one. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, we don't want that one.
I like the way you said that one, but okay.
Billie Jean is up. Oh, we do want this one.
Is it Michael Jackson?
No. Not this one, anyway.
Was that the one we didn't want? Was Michael Jackson?
No, it's Pablo Escobar.
Oh.
This is a past person, okay? Number 1.
Still could be Michael Jackson, just saying.
Number 1. Whenever a customer yells at an innocent service employee, I give them a "it's not your fault" hug.
Want to say it again one more time?
Whenever a customer yells at an innocent service employee, I give them a "it's not your fault" hug.
And this is a past person?
Correct.
It's not your fault hug. A customer yells at an employee service as a service employee. It's not your fault.
You might have to move on to the next one. It might just not be a great enough.
I got nothing.
Number 2. I would have started a living poet society, but they're just so annoying.
I should have gotten it.
You should have.
I should have gotten it. It's Robin Williams.
It is, in fact, Robin Williams. Number 3, I'm not saying I'm a drag queen per se, but I did dress up like a famous woman for one of my most famous movies roles. Number 4, ask teens today about Goodwill hunting, and they'll think you're talking about thrifting at their local donation store. And number 5, I loved Aladdin. Sure, I granted his wishes, but he also granted mine.
I think it's not your fault is like the word, like the lesson that he learns in Goodwill Hunting, like through the therapy.
I have one more, but I have to find it first.
Oh yeah?
Where the heck is it? Okay, maybe 2.
We could do 2 more.
Okay. Maybe 3. I'm just kidding. Come on. Where are you?
Where's the rest of
that one? Would be. I know you're in here.
Oh.
Just did you yesterday.
Oh.
Mia and I have been playing this last couple.
Okay. Oh yeah. Do it.
Get it, girl. Oh my golly. I don't understand. Where are you?
Well, now I'm getting into characters I haven't done. What is going on? Billie Jean is not forever. It's just a girl who said but the kid is the most. There he is. All right. Number 1. This is a present-ish person thinking of becoming a stand-up comedian since I'm already so great at delivery.
Jeff Bezos.
How in the gosh diddly darn dang it did you get that?
Well, most people get their deliveries now through Amazon. Jeff Bezos helped found Amazon.
Number 2, people are always going on about how I'm a bad guy, but they do enjoy my company. Number 3, don't see what the big deal is. I think we've all had to pee in a bottle at one point or another. Number 4, so sick of being called Vin Diesel or Mr. Clean. Not all bald men look the same. And number 5, you know what? F you guys, I'm going to space.
As you should.
The last character person we will do today is a past person, okay? Start off on a really, really happy note, you know?
End off on a really happy note.
Yep, that's what I meant. Number 1, I'm not dead. I'm just lost somewhere in the multiverse.
Not dead. Just lost somewhere in the multiverse. This is a past person?
A past person.
Stephen Hawking.
Incorrect. Number 2, every major celebrity has to do a stint in one of my movies. It's like jury duty for them.
Stanley Kubrick.
Incorrect. Number 3, sometimes I just stand back and marvel at my life's work.
Stanley.
You said Stanley Kubrick, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is he gonna, like, when you started saying it, I was like, is he gonna get it? It is Stan Lee. Number 4, I'm no superhero, I just create them. And number 5, you may not know me, but perhaps you know some of my children. Spider-Man, Iron Man, the Hulk, Black Panther, the Avengers, Thor. Should I keep going?
I don't think you can.
The card says it, Connor.
I don't think you can.
Congratulations, Connor. You got most.
Do you should I go get the movie game and see if you can get any of those?
I don't think we have the time for that. Maybe next week.
I think we could do like 3.
Okay, sure. Come on in the morning, what you gotta do it your life. Another 421, but girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, just wanna have fun.
Never mind, I forgot I don't have it here.
Boom. You suck. Got the listeners' hopes up.
I got your hopes up, and that was the only problem.
You did.
Well, I got nothing for my topic for this week, Dad. I think this.
I mean, that took up all of the time we had, I believe. Like, it took up a good 90% of it.
I mean, how was your week?
You know, my week was great. We went out for Mia's birthday on Monday. We celebrated her 26 years of life on this planet. My mom bought a car on Carvana, and now I'm going to do the same. I'm just kidding. I don't have money. The unemployment people just called after 3 weeks, going on 4 weeks of unemployment, and they just called and were like, hey, so what happened? We're just now investigating this. Gotta love this government. That's how my week was. How was your week, buddy?
Pretty good. I didn't do anything.
That was a great topic, buddy. I love how far it went.
9 crisscrossing stories centered around affection during the holiday season, including that one about the alcoholic who retreated to Sin City to drink himself to death. But that prostitute, though.
I didn't realize you were doing the game. So I'm going to need you to reread that.
9 crisscrossing stories centered around affection during the holiday season, including that one about the alcoholic who retreated to Sin City to drink himself to death. But that prostitute, though.
Would I know either of these movies?
You know a meme from one and the actor from the other.
So otherwise, no. In other words,
I don't think you've watched either of them, but like there's a very famous meme from one of them, and the other one stars one of your favorite actors.
my favorite. I don't even.
So who are some of your favorite actors?
Ryan Reynolds,
No,
Jack Black,
no,
Kevin Hart,
no.
Robin Williams,
He's one of the few actors to play himself in a movie.
Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
Okay, it's a Nicolas Cage movie.
Yes, in Sin City, where he tries to drink himself to death.
I don't know if I've seen this movie.
Okay, where's Sin City?
Is that Vegas? A Nicolas Cage movie set in Vegas where he tries to drink himself to death?
Yes.
Boy, oh boy. I think you picked a bad one. I don't
All
know.
right. I thought you might know that one.
I don't know at all.
You want to know what it is?
Yeah.
Or is Leaving Las Vegas was the movie I was trying to get you to.
Okay.
But the first one was Love Actually, which is like the girl standing at the doorway and the guy has all the
Cards.
which is Andrew Lincoln or Rick from
Grimes.
The
Walking Dead.
So it was Love Actually Leaving Las Vegas.
Okay. I've never seen either of those. So that's my fault.
Okay. An angel named Clarence shows a family man that the world would be like if he disappeared, and everyone stopped confusing him as the Messiah.
Oh, okay. It's a Wonderful Life is the first movie, and stop confusing him as the Messiah.
Yep.
It would have to end with life, or start with life. I'm sorry. It would have to start with life. It's a Wonderful Life of Pi. No, I don't believe that's it. Life of.
So I'll tell you this. It's a maybe the second most famous movie from a group of performers. So a lot of the Chevy Chase movies from the 80s and 90s were part of the National Lampoon.
Life of Brian.
There you go. Say it together.
So
Say it together.
Life of Brian.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Most people. So it's Monty Python, The Life of Brian.
Gotcha.
Which most people think of it as like having Monty Python in the title.
Right.
Much like Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Correct.
Life of Brian's a good movie, though.
I don't believe I've ever actually seen that. I fell asleep during the Holy Grail and gave up Monty Python.
What a disaster. This holiday season, a small boy is left to defend himself from Tonto.
Okay, from Tonto, I assume. So it's Home Alone Ranger.
Yeah.
Home Alone Ranger. Nice.
I'll have what she's having. A heaping plate of Connery with a dollop of literary figures like Tom Sawyer, Captain Nemo, teaming up to fight evil.
Is this the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, the second movie?
What's the first one?
I'll have what she's having. I have no idea. I'll have what she's having. So we were at League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, the first movie. I'll have what she's having. Out of his League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, the Justice League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I don't know any other League movies. I don't even think
it's not a league.
Okay, is it something that ends with Lee?
Yes, the main actor is Mike Wazowski.
Like the guy who voices him?
Yeah.
I still don't know. I have no idea. My guy, I'm so
Billy
sorry.
Crystal.
I know who Billy Crystal is, but I don't know any movies in which he's the main actor. Is it a baseball movie? No, because it's not League. It ends in League. I know a movie called Parental Guidance that he is the main character in. That is it. What I love about this game while you're looking up whatever you're looking up, what I love about this game is Connor, who has a immense wealth of movie knowledge, overestimates my wealth of movie knowledge. So he's like, you should know this. And I constantly disappoint.
How about this way?
Okay.
I love you get cold when it's 71 degrees out. I love that it takes you an hour and a half to order a sandwich. I love that you get a little crinkle in your nose when you're looking at me like I'm nuts. I love that after I spend a day with you, I can still smell your perfume on my clothes. And I love that you are the last person I want to talk to before I go to sleep at night. And it's not because I'm lonely, and it's not because it's New Year's Eve. I came here tonight because when you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible.
That was very moving. I feel the same way about you. I hate to break it to you, but I still have no idea what that movie is. I've never heard it in my life.
It's When Harry Met Sally.
When Harry Met Sally, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. At least I got one of them.
All right, you ready for one last one?
I'm ready for one last one.
I think this is one we've done before.
Okay.
So if it has, then we'll do another one, but this is a good one. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my scientifically engineered monster woman who I plan to bequeath to my scientifically engineered monster man. Prepare to die.
I believe I gave this one to you at one point. Yeah, it's The Princess Bride of Frankenstein.
There we go.
So we'll have to do one more.
We'll do one more. Ready?
Okay.
You're not going to know this one. This is great.
Awesome.
Man, this restauranteering family from a southeastern European country on Aegean Sea sure is large. I hope they accept the man who I have chosen for my husband, who happens to be a crooner from the 80s who specializes in crooning during events where nuptials are a highlight.
Holy mother of... Wow. You might need to read that one more time.
Man, this restauranteering family from a southeastern European country on Aegean Sea sure is large. I hope they accept the man who I have chosen for my husband, who happens to be the crooner from the 80s who specializes in crooning during events where nuptials are the highlight.
Wow. Okay. I don't know the second part, but the first part is My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Right?
Yes.
Okay. And the second part, I assume, because of the nuptials part, is wedding something.
What the crooner?
Frank Sinatra.
What is he famous for?
Crooning. Singing.
So a wedding crooner is
A wedding singer?
yeah.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding Singer. There you go. I'm a genius. I got that all by myself.
You want to know a fun fact about that?
Yeah.
Just bring it back to what we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
That's the first movie that Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore were a couple in.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Full circle.
There you go. That was the movie game. And
this
was a fun episode. I like the just playing game with you.
Yeah. Yeah. It was great. It was great. I promise I will not go as easy on the one game whenever we do it with the next group of people for our Clever Boy Quiz, the show.
Sure.
Show that you should listen to. Check it out. You know.
Yeah. I mean, it's only one of 3 podcasts that we do, including this one and TGB One Shots, which is our D&D real play show that we do every Tuesday, starting back up in a little while here. So you should check that out. If you want updates for when all of those shows post, you can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook to check out when we're posting new episodes from all 3 of the shows. As well as if you're enjoying getting those updates and all the content we're putting out, you can go online to patreon.com/@thegarlicboys and support us there to get even more content from us, including the bonus actions, which is our after show for TGB One Shots.
And if you like looking at our beautiful faces, you can also find us on YouTube at youtube.com/@thegarlicboys, right?
Yeah. And if you like our beautiful faces so much, you're going to love the brains that are behind the faces, and you're going to love what the brains came up with, including our designs over on redbubble.com, where you can support us there as well. Yeah. That was a stretch, but I think we got there.
Yeah, we got there.
Matt, mom for this week.
Oh, no. Ruth Bader Ginsburg is one of the cards I remember.
Betty White. No, it said she wasn't a mom. Michelle Obama. She's a mom.
Yeah.
Obama. Obama.
We are sex Obama.
Sorry. Sexual bomb mom got me. Do you want to use that as your final thought, or do you have something else?
That is my final thought. I'm gonna get a T-shirt that says "Sex Obama."
We got to throw that up on the store now.
We do.
Write that down so you don't forget.
I will.
Thank y'all so much for listening as Matt tries to find a pen. And remember, as always, to stay garlicky. I looked right into the camera as I said that, so enjoy watching this video.
I hate you so much, and so do the listeners.